Yeah, so I went live because I can. Damn it. So, yeah, all I'm going to do here is just change cotton in my goon and try out this new juice in. It's not new or anything newly released or anything like that that I know of, but it is the loaded cranberry and apples juice. I got that, and then I also got the iced. I just like that cooling flavor and feeling, sensation every now and then. I used to be a menthol smoker, so, it happened. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to throw this in the goon, and if I like it, it's going to end up more than likely in the squonker that also has a goon on it. So, yeah, give it some hell and let's give it a whirl. Right now I got my bad drip, I think cereal flavor or whatever they fucking call it. I don't know. I like it. It's like lemony, fruity, cereal, donutty, glazed donut. I don't know what the flavor specifics are of it, but they also gave me a handy dandy little wipe rag with the smiley face with the bloody teardrop or, blood splatter, paint spatter, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to change the cotton in this bad boy right quick and whatnot, and we're going to go and try some of this out. Let's get this shit all set up right quick. If I don't hit the fucking power button on my phone in the meantime while I'm doing this. I'm trying not to, at least. Okay, let me fix this here. One of these days I'm going to buy a tripod. In the meantime, the selfie stick is going to have to suffice. Yep. Right there. And let's see here. We'll go up. Can we go up a little higher? Oh, of course I can go up a little higher. I just got to make some adjustments with my ghetto pulley system I got going on here. Uno momento, por favor. I will have this ready to go in a moment. Probably should have done this beforehand, but that's what happens when you do live. You can just deal with it and go and do everything on the fly. Put that there. Okay. Put this here. My other clamping device. Drop that down. This here. And tighten this little mechanism here. It should be fucking good as gold. Alright. We'll change some adjustments here so we can center on our little... Yeah, I just use this as a spot so I know where I'm at. It's my mark. So I know I'm centered. Alright, so you need to go down a little bit. Fuck, still too close. You go up just a wee bit. Not bad for an iPhone camera, right? So anyways, yeah. There's a little top view we have going on here of the goon. Right now I just got a real basic build in there, nothing too fancy schmancy. I don't even remember what the hell that is in there. What is that? Those are just my frame staples. I can't even tell you what they are. I don't even remember. I can tell you what it ohms out at. Coming in at 0.30. So yeah, nothing too big. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to dry that up and throw something else in there. So do that right quick. Pull out that there wick with relative ease. Go you there. Then out here. Then I'm gonna go do the same thing here and just pull. Usually I can pull it all out in one piece. Anyways. So that is that. I love that little goon logo right there on that. I think that's sick. Yeah, so I'm gonna pulse this off, heat them up a little bit, clean them up, give them a quick rinse, and then throw something else in there.
So I want to thank iJoy, I want to thank Vapes, I want to thank all of you because you guys are great.
Yeah.
Chat here in the audience all together, just chat about this thing. I don't know what
Uber hot. Look at that shit glowing.
You can get these in Heaven Goods, I'm sure.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, there's that. Anyways.
So I'm over the vaping headquarters of Juicy Joe. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go give these a quick rinse. I will BRB.
Looks like, what do we have to chat about? We got to chat about the Tony B Spawn Box. No, I wasn't going to buy one. It's really just because I'm broke. I'm not going to know that one. I'd love to have one. Let's see. Some people think that the price of this thing isn't too bad. And I know that I did get some feedback that it was high. So, you know, opinions are going to be very well bad.
Okay, one and all. Sorry for the slight delay there. One and all. Funny. Act like there's somebody actually here watching. That's funny. So yeah, just threw some water on there. Just give them a quick rinse. Now we're drying her out. Giving her a little dry out now. Okay. Look at that. Good as gold. Look at that. Pretty. All them funky ass colors. The colors. Yeah, this is sitting on my Anakin Oceanus. It runs on a 2700, single 2700 battery. Yeah, I had a little tear in there. That's why there's some electrical tape wrapped around that. I need to buy some wraps for this. For these 2700 batteries I have, and yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So electrical tape is going to suffice in the meanwhile. Pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure all the water's out of there. I think there was something, a little bit some between the clamps, as you can hear it. If you can hear that sizzling and grizzling in there. There she goes. All right. Purdy. Two things I need to invest in is one, a little wire brush for brushing my coils off when I'm firing them, and two would be an ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe one of these days I'll quit buying high-end atomizers and mods, and I'll actually just spend like the $30 for the fucking ultrasonic cleaner that I need oh so very badly, so I don't have to just wash these and everything by hand. Actually, I put my shit in the dishwasher. I break it all down and put it through the dishwasher. Not my coils, just my atomizers. I take out all the plastic gaskets, everything like that. And yeah, I just give them a nice wash in the good old dishwasher. So, how do you like them apples? Anyways, now phase 2 of this would be throwing a little bit of cotton inside the coil. I'm going to use a little bit of the good old fashioned cotton bacon bits. So yeah, a little cotton bacon in there. Honestly, that's all we have around here that I could ever find at my local yokel fucking vape shop. Big shout out to Cloud9 Vape Store. Big shout out to Cloud9 Vapor from and in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's right located off of Duffy Road. It sits between Newcastle Road and Route 68 on Duffy Road there. And it's in a little plaza right before the traffic light there. But, so yeah, if you're in the Western Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area, check it out. Because, yeah, honestly, my girl, she lives down on Carson. Well, on the Carson Street on the South Side Slopes is where she lives. And so over the, Labor Day weekend, she and I went down there for a little walk, went out to dinner and all the above. And we hit a couple vape shops while we were there just so I could check out, see what they had to offer down in the burg. And the places that were open, I will say this much, I was not impressed at all. Every single place that I went to, I asked if they had or carried 2700 batteries. And the first thing that was told to me was those are obsolete and it's old technology and we don't use them anymore. And I'm like, no, I think you're mistaken. I think you might be thinking of something else. 2700s are relatively a newer thing. And, yeah, people are, I don't know, they're just very naive about it and uneducated. And I was talking to the guys, and they're like, yeah, nobody uses RDAs anymore, and everybody's using tanks, and da-da-da-da-da, and I have one RDA, and I use it at home sometimes, but that's about it. Other than that, no one wants to do that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, really? I can't believe this is even coming out of your mouth, man. I started out on a clear miser tank. 90% of people probably do. It's easy as far as with, no hassle, plug and play, good to go. Anyways, yeah, that whole spiel lasted a whole, I don't know, maybe a month until I started figuring out what you can get out of an RDA as far as with flavor. I mean, I'm a flavor chaser, so yeah, that's just the way I feel about it. But yeah, whenever you're sitting there out of atomizers, tanks, etc., I cannot find any that have anything in comparison to the flavor that I want. And I did this little blind test with my girl just to see if she would notice or anything. So that's what I did. I pulled out a clear miser, I pulled out my aromomizer RTA, and I pulled out the Smock TFV8 and the TFV12, and then I pulled out my Cheetah RDA. All right. And I put the same juice in all three. And I didn't tell her anything, or I didn't give her any info on it, you know, just completely blind. All of them at like zero nicotine. And I just was trying to get her to give me an honest opinion of what she thought about flavor and et cetera, et cetera. And we had just bought in this new juice that she helped me pick out while we were down in Pittsburgh. I picked up a juice while I was down there, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. But picked up this new juice, and it's called Intense Mint or whatever, you know. And tasting it down there inside their sample, atomizers that they have set up, it was like a sweet mint, if you would, like a I don't know how else to explain it other than like a sweet mint. It was just like it was nice. It tasted really good. But I also had my RDA with me, so I was like, do you mind if I just drip this in my own? They're like, oh no, by all means. So I did that, and it's funny because it goes from a completely muffled mint, which was a real subtle sweet, and it was really nice in the tank. And sitting there, and I really enjoyed it in the Clearamizer. And well, frankly, I enjoyed it in the RDA too, but it was just a lot. The flavor profile was a night and day difference between the two. So yeah, she gave me the same opinion. She's like, you can taste it. It's a completely different taste whenever you're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, tell me about it, babe. So the way I have relieved the issue with having to drip every 5 puffs or every other puff whenever I'm using an RDA, I started squonking. You got 7 mils in your squonk bottles, generally speaking, and they I can fill that up at the beginning of the day, take a spare battery, and I can take a unicorn bottle with me, but or the chubby gorilla unicorn bottle, I can take that with me, but it's pointless. I won't burn through that. I won't go through that much juice in that amount of time. It just doesn't happen. But I can go the better half of a day without having to refill up my my squonk bottle. So it just makes so much more sense, in my opinion, to squonk. So here we are with the loaded cranberry and apple by Loaded ejuice. I forget who the actual manufacturer of Loaded is. Let me see here. I can tell you. Give me a second. It's like Ruthless or something like that. Hold on. Loaded ejuice. Yeah, manufactured by Ruthless. Yeah, when I get a second and I pull back up and we go back up after I got this all wicked and primed to go, I'll give you the old rundown of the box and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I dropped my nic level down to 3. I have some DIY liquid that I will, I'll piss around with that and make different strengths. But basically, while I was on vacation a couple weeks ago, I made up a couple bottles beforehand, before I left for vacation. One of them was, started out with the 6 mil strength. And then from the 6 mil, I bumped it down to 5.5, 5, and then 4.5 to 4, and then I went to like 3.75 milligram strength, 3.5, and then down to 3. So yeah, I just took it down to a weaning process, so I wouldn't have to sit there and have to do copious amounts of a juice that I really like or don't like, just to get my nicotine fix. So did that, and I was able to step down from 6 to 3 with relative ease. And you know what? I can't really say I noticed it. So that smells so good. I can't wait to give this a puff. So, got that bitch all juiced up. Now, I'm gonna take a rip off it. We'll jump up top, and I'm gonna give you an opinion on what I think of this stuff. And I don't know. I've just been on this apple kick lately. Ever since I had the Reds apple, this stuff, Reds apple ejuice. This is the iced bottle, but I got the regular stuff too. I have both. But ever since I've had that Reds that I tried, I've just been fucking hooked. Like, I really love the way that shit tastes. It is a great, great stuff. And before that, my all-day vape was blue raspberry, cotton candy, Smurf balls, aka Walter White, aka Eisenberg, aka Smurf balls, blue balls, whatever you want to call it. But it's a cotton candy, raspberry cotton candy, and it was fire, great. I'm actually tweaking one right now to give it a little bit of the coolada or the menthol, cooling sensation, and tweaking a little bit here and there, but we'll see how it works. But anyways, getting ready to do this. We're gonna dive up top so you can actually see my reaction as I'm taking my first puff. So I'm gonna give an adjustment real quick here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Go like this, and then what I'm going to do here is the perspective on my phone camera, and yeah, here we go. Good to go. Hands are wiped, clean. So here we go. Loaded cran-apple. All right, let's give it hell.
I think we can all agree. Do you guys think the O-rings are a pain, but still okay with it? Is that how you feel about it? That's kind of how I feel about it. Very good. That's a great airflow. I love how smooth the airflow is. It's just unbelievable.
I like it. I like it. It's got the cranberry is really subtle. Apple's good. Apple's way good in it. Love the red apple. I'm not a big fan of the green apple, the sour apple, if you would. I do have some sour apple DIY from Liquid Barn, and I have a couple custom flavors, custom juices that I made with it, and I'm just adjusting my airflow here. So yeah, I just do single coil builds anymore. 2 is just, I don't know, I don't know, not necessary. If I do go with the dual coil build, I generally pull out my OBS Cheetah 2. Yeah, it's my go-to dual coil atomizer. If you can see the little Cheetah logo on it, the dual Cheetahs head to head, side to side. But yeah, it's the OBS Cheetah and Cheetah 2. I'm sorry, OBS Cheetah 2, because Cheetah 1 does exist, but Cheetah 2 is a decent little addy. And can you see that? Here, what if I flip it real quick? Let's go out. And I drop it down here. Where are we at? There's the dual coil build. So you can see that a little better now. A little overexposure. Yeah. Looking like that. Got some funky orange ass juice in that motherfucker right now. I don't know what that was. I forget what juice that was. Hold on, let me give it a smell. That might be that intense mint that I picked up. I don't know why it's so dark, but you know what? It's in a black bottle, so maybe that's just the color of the juice. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, if I do dual coils, I pull out the old OBS Cheetah 2. Decent, really decent build, or decent atomizer for dual coils. Only complaint I have with the OBS Cheetah 2 is that it is not a squonking capable atomizer. No squonk pin for it. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. Because if I could use that bad boy as a squonk, that's a good little machine there, that Cheetah 2.
21700 is slightly larger, 1 millimeter size larger than the 2700, and the cylinders are super reliable. They can also charge at 2 amps. These things charge at 2
I like
amps.
it. I like it. The cranberry is real subtle, but you can taste it. It's got like that. It's almost like a bitter, a bittersweet, if you would. I like it. Pretty good. Pretty good. I got my smokestack tip on here. This is a custom made, made in the made in the U.S. of A. And now lost here in the abyss of the mess I call my workshop, or the man cave, if you would. Fuck, what just happened to that? That's alright. I'll find it here in a second. Anyways, the good folks at Smokestack, well, I don't know if Smokestack's the name of the brand itself, but the tip is called a smokestack. I don't know if that's considered the tip because of the shape. It's got like a chamfer from the bottom and it goes up. But as compared to your standard low boy wide bore, like say the one I have on my squonk at the moment, this bad boy, hold on, this guy right here, not bad. Not bad. But yeah, this is made in the United States. I love this little guy, by the way. BT Dubs, folks. Love, 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 love this tip. It feels so nice on the lips. It does. It's epoxy resin and stab wood in there. And I love the way this thing, it looks and feels. It's got to be probably my favorite tip. ATM. But anyways, yeah, there's my this is called a smokestack by Still Chuck, STILLCHUCK. I don't know if Smokestack's the brand, but they're made in the United States. I got it from down at Cloud9 Vapor down in Ocean City, Maryland. But yeah, look it up, check it out sometime. Smokestack by Still Chuck. Oh, there it is. Okay, found the other drip tip. This is the, I like this one a lot. It's real simple, but I just love the way the green stripes are. It's like 3D. As you turn it, you can't really, focus. There we go. Well, kind of focused. But yeah, it gives you like a 3D effect. You go sideways, and you don't really see it. It's kind of like just looks kind of clear and green. But you give it the turn, and you can see how it like runs through it. It looks pretty cool. There you go. You can really see it from up top. I love the way that looks. It's cool. Pretty dope. So yeah, I got that on the old goon at the moment, and yeah, no matchy action. But I could if I wanted. I could. You know, I could just pop the other smokestack on. I could take this goon apart and put the black goon on it, and then we got some real nice matchy going on. The Oceanus by Inokin, a single 2700 battery, and love it. I love it. You can safely charge it at 2 amp, super fucking fast, super fast. I pop this in. I use this to charge it sometimes because it's so quick, but I'll use the mod itself to charge it, and I don't remember the specs on it, but I believe it's a 2 amp charge off of it, standard USB, and use it. And as it's charging, your fire button will turn red, and when it's done, it turns green. The fire button also indicates the life of the battery in the meantime. When it's first good, up to go, full battery, it's green, lights up green on the one side, and then as it starts to die down in the, we'll say, half tank of the battery, it goes to this yellow. And then whenever it drops down to like a quarter tank of a battery, it goes to red. So yeah, as it's charging, it'll be red, and whenever it's good to go, done charging, it turns green, and then when it's a full battery, it's green. But I love it. I love this mod. I got a hold of Inokin recently because this fire button on here, it was black. It originally was black, and start chipping. I don't know what the issue was. I mean, at the time, it was never dropped. It was flawless, and other than that, it was pocket kept, and just putting it in your pocket, the button was just starting to chip away and flake off. I didn't like the way it looked at all whenever it's all chipped and flaked off, so I just took something and cleaned it up, and now it's a gray button. Kind of matches the stainless steel Addy goon I got on it, but whatever. Oh, the point of all this was this. I was making a point. There was a point to this. The point of this was the fact that this mod from Inokin, the Oceanus, Inokin has a 90-day manufacturer warranty, as long as it is a legitimate Inokin device that you can verify on their website, www.inokin.com, INNOKIN.com. Go on there. You just take your little scratch and sniff label off of the box that it came with, and you can verify your Inokin stuff to make sure it's a legitimate product. But anyways, yeah, I recently got a hold of the good folks. Whoops, bumped the camera. There I go, fucking everything up. What'd I do? Stay. On. I can just tighten this, I think. Anyways. Speaking of build, you don't have to build these at all because they have pre-made coils that cost the same amount as the OCC coils. That's pretty cool. So I got a hold of the good folks. Well, attempted to get a hold of the good folks at Inokin Technology. And first, I got a hold of them via Instagram. And what I did first was I kind of had a little bit of a hate comment that I posted because they were telling me to check out Rip Tripper's new video of the Scion tank or something that Anakin has their Scion RTA tank. As far as RTAs go, that's about my favorite one. I like it a lot. Well, I like it. I'm not gonna say a lot. I like it as my RTA. That's probably the closest thing to an RDA flavor-wise I can get. But I mean, closest doesn't really put it at like, okay, let me give it to you on a scale of 1 to 10. All right. 10 being an actual RDA with the flavor, and then like, an RTA. This would be like a 4 compared to an RDA with the flavor an RDA puts out at 10, okay? So yeah, it might be going as close to it to get the flavor, but it's not it. But yeah, that's my rant on RTAs. I haven't been able to find any that produce flavor as close to an RDA. But I solved my problem by getting a squonk. You can find cheap squonks all over the place. They're starting to become very, very mainstream over in Europe, overseas, Italy especially. It is like the go-to means of vaping. They all squonk. They, as in the good folks overseas. So they must have an idea of something that I don't know why we're not doing it yet, but we as Americans. Anyways, yeah. But I jumped on board and I have not turned around since. Like, I love squonking. So convenient. Like, I know you're saying right now, you're using a regulated mod. It doesn't squonk. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it doesn't squonk, obviously. But, I don't feel like tanking my squonk mod to work with me. I am a contractor. My phone case alone, I have to wipe down and scrub down every day at the end of the day after work just to make sure it remains the same color instead of all brown and grungy and black and nasty with sawdust and everything else that gets thrown into the mix of me working and the shit I get into while I'm working. So yeah, I love to squonk. If you're not sure about squonking and you just want to get your foot in the water, in the door, just kind of dabble and try it, Kangertech makes a great, affordable squonking mod. It is the Drip Box by Kangertech. I actually happen to have it right here. It runs off of a single 18650 battery. It is mechanical, but it does have some safety features or regulations, whatever you want to call it, for safety wise. The first thing being, you can't go below a 0.2 ohm build. Okay, if you do, this little firing button here will blink like, I don't know, 15 times or something to say, hey, dickhead, you can't do that. So that's the first thing it does. But the best thing about this, I love how easy this thing is for squonking as far as changing and everything like that. Ready? You pull that out. As you pull it out, yeah, there's a little gasket thing, and it just goes like that. And this, as compared to a lot of the other mechanisms for putting the squonk bottles in, this is like 120% easier than the other ones. It is a little tricky at first. You get used to it on the other mechanisms whenever you're trying to put the squonk bottle in. But as far as relative ease and just getting your foot in the door with squonking mechanical mods or just squonking mods, this is great. Like $27 or something I got it for. Yeah, you can get this thing for under $30. It comes with 2 squonk bottles, you get this handy dandy little bottom feeding atomizer from Kangertech 2. I don't know what the hell it's even called. The drip atomizer? I don't know. But it's just a dual coil. But it's got the lovely little squonking bottom in it. And you do that. But yeah, you can get your foot in the door doing a little bit of squonking with these. And it's a great way to get your foot in the door with this. See, there goes the squonk. I just squeezed it. Works great. It's cheap, super cheap. And if you don't mind running 18650 batteries, it's great. I basically wrote off all my 18650s. I barely use them. They're just collecting dust. Maybe I'll start taking this to work with me. It's super small, you know. I can look how small this is. That's the palm of my hand. It's a 22 millimeter Addy on it, the fit on it. But you know, your goon and everything will fit on. It's just a little bit of overhang, 2 mil overhang or something, because your goons are usually 24. Unless you go for the low pro goon, the LP, then it'll be 22 millimeter, and you can fit it in there. But yeah, this is a great little starter just to get your foot in the door, trying out squonking. Great. Try it. You know, fuck, $27. That's a steal. Really is. And that's from elementvape.com, elementvape.com. I love those guys. Like 90% of my hardware and atomizers I buy from them. They're my go-to as far as for all that stuff. But all their stuff is legitimate. It's great. Great. I love them. Yeah. So my thoughts on this loaded cran-apple juice. I like it. 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 Not bad at all. So, yeah, that's that. Got my juice. Throw it in my goon here again. You know, drip, drip, drip. If I was squonk, I wouldn't have to do that. But, yeah, like I said, I got the old bad drip in there at the moment. Fucking... I love their marketing, or their packaging. Not their marketing, but their packaging here at good old Bad Drip Labs. Fucking, it's a cool little thing. You know, it comes in a prescription bottle, which is nice because it's got the orange bottle, which as far as UV light, that helps. That helps keep the sun off of your juice, because the two things that kill your juice the most, well, not kill your juice, but kill your nicotine in your juice, is oxygen and sunlight. Heat as well. But yeah, so as far as for storage, this is great. Love this stuff. It's pretty good. I actually have a a house blend from my local vape store that is like, I don't know, percentage wise of like being close to what this stuff tastes like. I'd say it's like 89% like similar or like that, or like this stuff, called Gimmicks. It's really good. But yeah, that's my low end version of this stuff. And so yeah, I could spend what, $15 for my house blend, or spend, I don't even know how much they want for it from Bad Drip Labs. But yeah, this is only 60 mil. 60 mils. So yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this a lot lately with my juices. I've been sticking them in my prescription bottles to help keep the sunlight off. And whether or not it's working, I don't know. But in my mind, I think it is. I also have a little cabinet that I keep all my DIY stuff in the dark. And it's in the basement, so it's cool and dark. But yeah, keep my juices in tall prescription bottles. Keeps the sun off them. Helps with the old nicotine degradation. But yeah, folks, that's my spiel. That's about it. About it. That's all I got. For some reason, the cap on this thing fucking is all loosey-goosey, and it's like, I don't know. It's like oily, if you would, on the exterior of the bottle, like it's leaking or something. But I don't know how it'll be leaking. I generally keep my shit sitting upright, so if, say, something like that does happen, I don't gotta worry about spilling, making a mess. But yeah, I keep it inside these handy dandy prescription bottles. But yeah, I love the packaging. Came in this, and I got that little smiley face microfiber cloth, build cloth, whatever you want to call it. I guess this would be a cloth, microfiber cloth. You wouldn't build on this, but yeah. So yeah, that's my shit, yo. That's my ish. That's all I got. Going on. I don't even know what fucking time it is right now, but my girl's gonna be getting off of work sometime soon. Very, very soon. Hi, baby. So I should probably get the work that I've been meaning to do around the house done, like cutting this grass. I've been fucking putting it off. But when I woke up this morning, went out to the mailbox to check the mail, which I got my loaded ejuice in. The grass was still kind of moist, wet, if you would. So I decided I'd let it dry out a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm starting to get a hunger headache, so I'm gonna eat some food. Then I'm gonna go cut some grass, and then my girl should be off of work by then, and I think we're hitting some kind of folk festival this evening if we have time. So yeah, you'll probably see me posting that shit on IG as part of my live story, etc., etc. But yeah, that's it.
You can see that I haven't had to squawk any juice in there yet. And what's great is that little thing, the little.
All right, folks. On that note, the Vapor, formerly known as Brady Beer, and I like the cran-apple loaded e-juice. It's pretty good. If you like fruity juices, give it a shot. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I really like it. I do.
Not too much to explain about.
I do. I like the subtleness of the cranberry or the cranberry. That's good. Next thing I want to try is the Reds Grape or Grape Reds, whatever you want to call it. Grape by 7 Days. It's going to be a grape flavored one, but it's going to be like the fruit grape, not a candied grape. I want to try that. I haven't tried any grape juices. Been kind of scared to. Worried about it being like the Robitussin flavor or cough syrup flavor like you get with a lot of your cherry juices. Yeah. I got the 3C Vape Conspiracy by Squirby Coils and 3C Vape. It's on the way. That's ordered on the way. I got a juice coming from Abstract Vape Juice Company coming in. I got that juice for $1, so that was a fucking steal from my homie. I think that was James Rivera, one of my homies from Discord and my vape fam. What up, Eli Juicy Jones? If you don't know who that is, pop it in your search field on IG or YouTube and look it up. Juicy Jones. Or Orbital Vaping Headquarters, OVHQ. All that should lead you to my buddy Eli Juicy Jones's profile / bio, and he does great reviews on addies, mods, juice, whatever, everything and anything. I mean, that man is a prince amongst men, sir. I had to say so myself. But yeah, check him out. Good peeps. But yeah, I got those coming on the way any day now. And then the Pulse mod from Tony B, the Vapor Trail channel guy. He put out the Pulse bottom feeding RDA. The first one was just a 22 mil squonk bottom feeding RDA. It was kind of geared more towards like single coil builds, so that's right up my alley. And then the second revamped Pulse 24 RDA, bottom feeding RDA, is the newest, latest version of it that Tony B put out, and it is 24 mil, and it's got a slightly different deck than the other one, but yeah, a little bigger, a little more room, a little more space for your builds, your bigger stuff. But if you don't mind doing, a single coil build, me personally, I love single coil builds. It's all I ever use in my goons. It seems to be the way to go. So yeah, I got that coming. The Pulse I'm sorry. So yeah, Tony B, the guy who made the Pulse RDA, also has a Pulse mod coming out. It is a bottom feeding squonking mod that runs on either 18650 or 2700 batteries. So I was like, what? And then he was like, the first announcement was he was gonna have it like, under $50. And then the other big announcement that was actually from Vandy Vape themselves, the guys who make it, because it's a Vandy Vape product. Tony B and Vandy Vape compilation, got that pumped out, hitting the market. But the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP if you would, was $39.99, and for mechanical squonking mod that does 18650 or 2700 batteries, that is unheard of. Both of my 2700 squonking mods, well, I can't say both. I only have one. I just have two enclosures for the same one. But mine, with everything in it, not the atomizer included, but spares, spare button, what else could it come with? Spare button, an extra squonk bottle, and the other internal components of the bottom feeding mechanism itself. So this whole giddy up here, minus the battery that's inside, was $97.99 from manufacturer to my mailbox. So as far as for a 2700 bottom feeding squonk mod, that's a pretty good deal too. I got that from Skull Candy Vapor. Go ahead, check them out. The website is Skull Candy, SKULLKANDY Vapor, VAPOR.com. They're great. Great. I love it. Check them out. They're super helpful, super friendly. They have a Facebook a Facebook account, so you can actually talk to them, direct message them if you have any technical issues or anything like that. Super helpful. It comes with a card of authenticity, etc., etc. I sit here and waffle on about these guys so much, but yeah, if you want a 2700 mod that squonks, and you can't wait for Tony B's to come out, the Pulse mod, go check out Skull Candy Vapor. It's decent, real decent, 3D printed. I love it. I love mine. And yeah, I got the green enclosure, zombie green, and then they call this one transparent purple. It's not really transparent. It's more like just a metallic magenta, if you would. I wouldn't call that purple, but whatever. Purple. This is purple. That's purple. That's a purple battery inside the purple case. And then this is pink. So I'm leaning more towards the pink than it is purple, folks. But I'm not a stickler for fucking whatever. The whole point is to get off of fucking the stinky ass tobacco filled, cancer carcinogen filled cigarettes and start doing something healthy. So yeah, like I said, check them out if you can't wait for the Pulse mod to come out, because they're a good, decent company, and super helpful, super friendly, and at the moment in time, the cheapest bottom feeding 2700 mod that I could find. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna take one more puff off this loaded cran-apple juice. Oh, and some Jag-Off said he'd show you guys the box. So here's the box. The box by Loaded ejuice. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Loaded ejuice. And it's a product of Ruthless. So yeah, there's all your info, all that good stuff. You want to check it out, whatever. 120 mils. Got it for fucking $15. So yeah, 240 mils of ejuice for $28. I think that's pretty fair for a premium ejuice. Anyways, yeah, that's it, folks. We say in my neck of the woods, that's it. Fort Pitt. Inside this box, it's your manual, USB cable, accessory pack, and all that stuff. Pull this out of here. Tells you how to use your authenticity code, which is also on the bottom of the box. Well, my fucking selfie stick is blocking me from hitting this button. Damn it. Now I can hit it. Peace.